is a paid presentation sponsored by National Golf Center.
The solid drive, the accurate chip, and the sinkable putt. The game is golf.
Today on Better Golf, join host PGA Touring Pro Doug Reed as he reveals tips and secrets on how to turn those long fairway and tee shots into scoring opportunities. And you'll be introduced to a revolutionary new iron that gives you more distance than a driver, is 3 times more accurate than a conventional iron, and is guaranteed to take strokes off your score. And see the exciting attempt to break the distance record for the longest golf shot ever hit from the fairway, over 330 yards. It's all coming up in this edition of Better Golf. And now, from Barton Creek Golf Club in Texas, here's your host, PGA Touring Pro Doug Reed.
Hello, I'm Doug Reed. Welcome to Better Golf. Today, I'm going to show you how you can shave 6 to 8 shots off your score by revealing some secrets of how to hit the most difficult shot in golf, the long fairway shot. 180 yards to 225 yards out is considered the most critical scoring area. If you can hit the green from 180 to 225 yards, you're almost guaranteed a par or possibly a birdie. But if you hook or slice, you're almost guaranteed a bogey or worse. So how do you cure a hook and a slice? First of all, you got to know why the ball hooks and slices. If you hit a ball off the toe, the impact opens the club face, and the ball will start out to the right. But then a stronger force, known as gear effect, takes over and spins the ball violently to the left. That's the dreaded hook. But the reverse happens with the heel shot. At impact, the club face closes and starts off to the left. Then the gear effect spins it wildly to the right, creating that nasty slice. But the easiest way to correct hooks and slices is to get yourself a controller. It's scientifically designed to automatically correct hooks and slices. It's got the roll and bulge, so therefore if you hit the ball on the toe or the heel, it makes the ball go straighter. So come with me, let's go play some golf. Here we are at a great par 5 at Barton Creek. As you can see, it's a tight golf hole. You got bunkers right, a big oak tree to the left. It veers to the left, so I want to hit something out there that's got enough power, but yet I'm going to hit straight enough. That's why I've chosen the controller. With its bigger head, I'm going to hit the ball far enough, and with its roll and bulge, I'm going to hit it straight enough. And one reason is because people have this preconception that drivers are longer, but they're really not. In the case for the controller, in an independent study, the controller went 5 yards farther than one of the leading drivers today. And that makes a lot of sense. Because the head is bigger than an iron but smaller than a wood, there's more mass directly behind the ball, which imparts more force. So therefore, there's more force that makes the ball go farther. One little tip though, I see so many amateurs set up to the golf ball off the tee, especially trying to hit that big drive on a par 5. They play the ball way too far forward. As you can see, it's way outside my left foot. They feel that the farther forward, the farther the ball is going to go. But in reality, from that distance, your body can't make a good swing and make good solid contact. So it means a ball that goes offline, it doesn't go very far at all. So next time when you have a tee shot, make sure you play that ball somewhere inside your left instep. Set up to it, and you're in a position to make good solid contact. Ball's going to go straight and far. You just watch. Look at that. Can't do any better than that. Unbelievable, right through the fairway. Right down the middle of the fairway, playing the wind. It's going to give me a chance at possibly going for this green in 2. That's why I've chosen the controller. Just remember, when you're hitting the ball off the tee, especially with the controller, it's got such a low center of gravity, you can go ahead and tee that ball low to the ground. That ball is going to get up in the air very easily. And also, remember, make sure that you're very loose, relaxed, get that ball back in your stance, and have a great day and play some great golf. Here we are on a beautiful par 5. I've hit about a 275-yard drive, which is into this wind today is pretty good. As you can see, it's a very tight hole. Looks like a bowling alley down there. Got trees right, I got trees left, I've got the green completely surrounded by bunkers, and I've got water all the way around the green. Very difficult shot. So what is the right choice in club on this shot? Well, most golfers are going to automatically reach for their 3-wood because They want that distance. But in reality, because the club's so long, most of them don't make good contact. And if they do, the ball curves off to the right, curves off to the left. They have real problems. Then on the other hand, you run into another golfer that wants to hit his long irons because he feels that they're more accurate and they're easier to hit. But in reality, from this distance, on his best day, he's probably never going to carry it that far. He's going to hit it, if he hits the best he can, it goes in the water. The choice is really the controller. And the reason is that you have the distance that you have in a 3-wood, and you have even more accuracy than you do in an iron, because the roll and bulge makes the ball go straighter. Just watch this. Right at it. Go in. That's close. Look at that, within 15 feet. That's why the best choice is the controller. It's easier to hit, goes farther and straighter. You know, this is a shot that we're all familiar with. One of these shots we leave off to the right or left. In this case, I was lucky it didn't roll into the water. But as you can see, the ball is well below my feet. It's what you call a side hill or downhill lie. And the biggest problem that I see in most players is they get their weight too much on the balls of their feet. Because what happens, their upper body becomes heavy and tips them forward. So when they take the club back, their weight goes forward, which makes them come over the top, and they hit the ball on the heel or the toe. So next time you hit this shot, you want to make sure that your weight is back in your heels against the heel, because when you take that club back, the weight's going to want to fall forward. And remember, anytime you're on a side hill lie, you're probably going to miss-hit the ball more often than you would if you're in a flat lie. So if you hit the ball on the heel or toe, you want a golf club that's going to help you, like the controller. Let me show you this shot. That's close. Go in. Look at that. A chance for a birdie. That's what you're striving for on these side hill lies. Stay balanced and hit it where you're looking.
Coming up next, are you having trouble keeping your shots in the fairway? Well, you and the touring pros may have more in common than you think. Plus, more tips and secrets on how the controller is the perfect choice to hit that long shot out of fairway bunkers, light rough, and tight lies, and even off the tee. And still to come, watch as host Doug Reed attempts to break the world distance record from the fairway. It's all ahead on Better Golf.
Imagine more distance than a driver and more accuracy than an iron. Introducing the revolutionary controller driving iron from NGC Golf. Guaranteed to take 6 to 8 strokes off your score or your money back. Based on the internationally acclaimed study by the Golf Society of Great Britain, NGC Golf took the best of a driver and the best of an iron and created an entirely new patented club that hits 5 yards farther than one of the leading drivers on the tour and 3 times more accurately than a long iron. The controller is the only iron that has a scientifically designed elliptical face that automatically corrects hooks and slices caused by off-center shots. And the controller hits farther than a driver because its smaller, heavier head increases club head speed and concentrates more weight directly behind the ball. These unique features are why the controller set the world distance record from the fairway of over 330 yards. The controller also has a lower center of gravity, a rounded leading edge, peripheral weighting, and a forward hosel to guarantee you hit clean and accurate shots from tight lies, light rough, side hill lies, and fairway bunkers. Best of all, the controller driving iron conforms to USGA rules. Remember, independent tests prove that the controller hit 5 yards farther than one of the most popular drivers on the tour and 3 times more accurately than a long iron. There is no other club like this in golf. Call the number on your screen and cut 6 to 8 strokes off your score, guaranteed. Get the controller driving iron for just 3 payments of only $29.97. And if you order now, you'll receive a copy of Pocket Pro, a handy professional guide you can carry in your bag and use it when you need it most out on the course. And you'll also receive a pair of Condor Sportsman Golf sunglasses to protect your eyes, sharpen your sight, and lower your score. A combined total value of $45, yours to keep just for trying the controller driving iron. Call now and play the controller not for 30, not for 60, but for 90 days risk-free. Guaranteed to improve your distance, accuracy, and cut 6 to 8 strokes off your score or your money back. Order your patented controller driving iron from NGC Golf right now. Call this toll-free number and put the fantastic stroke-saving controller in your bag today for only 3 easy payments of just $29.97. Get the distance, get the accuracy, and start shaving strokes off your score. This special TV offer is limited, so have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen. Call now.
The design of this club helps me hit it. It doesn't matter if I hit it on the toe, on the heel, it still goes straight. And I only weigh 140 pounds, dripping wet, and I hit this thing 275 to 300 yards.
Accuracy is really good. I was hitting it very straight. I hit it straighter than my driver, a lot straighter than my 3-wood. This is going to be my new 3-wood.
This club is awesome. The ball comes smoking off of the club face every time. I'm generally not a long ball hitter. Now, with the controller, I've added on an average 20 to 30 yards.
Welcome back to Better Golf. Here now with more tips and secrets is your host, Doug Reed.
Here we are on a beautiful par 5. Very difficult par 5. Down the left-hand side, we've got a huge ravine, probably 60, 70 feet deep. Out in front of me, you've got to carry a ravine that's 50 or 60 feet deep, and it's 220 yards to carry it. And beyond that, you've got 2 fairway bunkers. One's about 271, the other one's about 300 yards. The last one probably isn't reachable, but one thing to keep in mind, and this is the tip, is that the top 10 money winners in golf today miss the fairway 25% of the time. And a hole like this, you can't afford to miss that fairway. So you want something that you're going to hit it with some control and some distance. That's why I've chosen the controller. With the bigger head, I hit it farther, and with the rolling bulge, I'm going to hit it straighter. The main thing is you hit it in the fairway here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. God. Well, that ball went 310 yards. It reached that last bunker. Wow, I can't believe I hit it this far. This is 310 yards off the tee. I tried to play it safe. I played it this bunker, didn't think I could reach it, but I did. But guess what? In this par 5, by hitting it this far, it gives me a chance to reach this green to possibly make eagle or birdie. However, it's downwind, the green's pretty hard and it's elevated, and there's a ravine in front of the green, so it's going to be pretty difficult. Here's a tip I want you to remember. When you play a long shot out of a fairway bunker, you've got to make sure that you hit a golf club that has a rounded sole, something that will skip through the sand, kind of like you'd skip a rock over water. Because if you don't, it'll dig and you won't catch enough of the ball. And that's why I've chosen the controller, because it has that rounded sole. One more tip. When you take your stance in a bunker, you want to make sure that you get your feet nice and settled, especially somebody as big as I am, because when I swing, my feet will move. So I settle down, put the club behind the ball, not touching the sand. So you want to make sure that you grip down that club about 1.5 inches. If you don't, your arms are going to be too long and you're going to hit the sand behind it. I imagine you've all experienced that. Let's see how this controller works. Go in. Whew. Look at that, 20 feet behind the pin, a chance for an eagle. When you hit a shot like this out of the bunker, you make sure your stance is accurate and you pick the right club. You've got to have a club that's got a rounded sole, something that skips through the sand. But from this 225, 230 yard range, you've got to make sure you've got some muscle behind it. That's why with the larger head, with the controller, makes it the right choice. Here I am in the light rough. I'm in that critical scoring area, that long shot into the green. These are the shots that are going to really lower your score if you can hit these shots on the green. But there's no need to panic and go to your 7-wood that you can't reach the green with. You need a club that's going to reach the green, get the ball in the air. That's why I choose the controller. The controller has a low center of gravity, which gets the ball in the air, but it also has the mass that's going to hit the ball far enough. So next time you have one of these shots, don't panic and reach for the 7-wood and give up that opportunity for that par or that birdie. You reach for your controller. Just watch this. Perfect. Right at it. Right in the middle of the green. A chance for an eagle. That's the shot with the controller. So remember, the next time you're in that light rough, don't panic and make bogey. You choose the controller, knock it on the green, and cut those 6 to 8 shots off your score. After a great drive that I drove right through the fairway, I've landed myself in kind of what you call a bare lie or a tight lie. This is the kind of lie that puts fear in all of us. As you can see, this hole's a long par 4. I've got about 225 to 230 yards, a little downwind. That's not really the problem. The problem is I've got a ravine out there about 170 yards that I've got to carry. And if I don't carry that ravine, I'm done. Any player would be. The best way to play this hole for the average golfer that doesn't have the right equipment is to lay up short, take their wedge and chip it short. But if you've got the right equipment like the controller, with its low center of gravity, which helps you get the ball airborne, and its rounded sole, just in case you get a little bit behind it, and its bigger head for the distance, even these tight lies are easy to hit. Just watch this. Now look at that. Play in the wind, right at it. "20 feet behind the pin, a chance for a birdie." The controller makes shots out of lies like that possible. Another perfect example, somebody taking a driver on a wide open hole and swinging as hard as they can. Look at the result. Tops it and goes about 30 yards down the fairway. We've all seen it. Matter of fact, it might be all 3 guys in our group might be doing it on every hole. But let's keep in mind, one big tip on this is that it's not how hard you swing, it's how good a contact you make. That's why the controller is such a good choice. Being a little bigger head with the roll and bulge, it makes it a lot easier to hit, and it's going to give you a better impact and going to hit the ball straighter and farther down the fairway. Just watch. Can't do it better than that. See, nice and smooth in the center of the club face, right down the fairway. Give me a great chance to hit the green in 2.
Just how good is the controller? Coming up next, watch as host Doug Reed attempts to break the world distance record from the fairway using the controller driving iron from NGC Golf. It's a shot you won't believe. Stay tuned.
Imagine more distance than a driver and more accuracy than an iron. Introducing the revolutionary controller driving iron from NGC Golf. Guaranteed to take 6 to 8 strokes off your score or your money back. Based on the internationally acclaimed study by the Golf Society of Great Britain, NGC Golf took the best of a driver and the best of an iron and created an entirely new patented club that hits 5 yards farther than one of the leading drivers on the tour and 3 times more accurately than a long iron. The controller is the only iron that has a scientifically designed elliptical face that automatically corrects hooks and slices caused by off-center shots. And the controller hits farther than a driver because its smaller, heavier head increases club head speed and concentrates more weight directly behind the ball. These unique features are why the controller set the world distance record from the fairway of over 330 yards. The controller also has a lower center of gravity, a rounded leading edge, peripheral weighting, and a forward hosel to guarantee you hit clean and accurate shots from tight lies, light rough, side hill lies, and fairway bunkers. Best of all, the controller driving iron conforms to USGA rules. Remember, independent tests prove that the controller hit 5 yards farther than one of the most popular drivers on the tour and 3 times more accurately than a long iron. There is no other club like this in golf. Call the number on your screen and cut 6 to 8 strokes off your score guaranteed. Get the controller driving iron for just 3 payments of only $29.97. And if you order now, you'll receive a copy of Pocket Pro, a handy professional guide you can carry in your bag and use it when you need it most, out on the course. And you'll also receive a pair of Condor Sportsman Golf sunglasses to protect your eyes, sharpen your sight, and lower your score. A combined total value of $45, yours to keep just for trying the controller driving iron. Call now and play the controller not for 30, not for 60, but for 90 days risk-free. Guaranteed to improve your distance, accuracy, and cut 6 to 8 strokes off your score or your money back. Order your patented controller driving iron from NGC Golf right now. Call this toll-free number and put the fantastic stroke-saving controller in your bag today for only 3 easy payments of just $29.97. Get the distance, get the accuracy, and start shaving strokes off your score. This special TV offer is limited, so have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen.
The great thing about this club is that if you're good with your irons, you can get the accuracy that you need if you like hitting your irons, but without sacrificing any distance, with the wood. So it's kind of combines them both into one package, and it's a great club.
Distance out of an iron, I've always had problems hitting for distance with long irons because I don't hit them very high. Today I was hitting it 240, 235, 240 with ease, not swinging hard.
The distance and direction are the 2 things everybody's looking for, and it's the 2 things this club gives you.
Welcome back to this special segment of Better Golf. In 1996, PGA Pro Mike Smith used the extraordinary power of the controller driving iron to set a world distance record of 335 yards off the grass at La Manga Golf Club in Spain. Today, Doug Reed will attempt to break that world record with the amazing controller.
Another great 18 holes of golf under par at Barton Creek. But guess what? I'm going to try to set the new world record for the longest iron shot of over 335 yards off the ground. And I'm going to do it with probably the most spectacular iron ever made by NGC, the controller.
Here are the rules for today's world record attempt. Number 1, the shot must be hit over flat ground. There may be no help from the wind. Use of a tee is not allowed. The ball must be hit off the grass. And there is a maximum of 5 shot attempts. And of course, the shot must remain in the fairway. All right, Doug looks like he's ready, so let's watch.
Nope.
Looks like he almost came out of his shoes on that swing. He hit it well, a little to his right, but still in the fairway. This ball is definitely short of the record, though. Now here's Doug's second attempt. He doesn't seem too happy with his contact. But look at this. This ball is dead straight. Might have a chance. No, it's going to be short. Here it is, the 3rd try now to break this amazing world distance record of 335 yards.
Right at it.
What a beautiful shot. Looks like the controller has done its job this time. Look at the ball roll. It's straight as can be. He's done it. Doug has broken the world distance record off the fairway.
Woo, all right, new world record. Dig it. I love it. God, it's great. Did it with this great controller by NGC Golf, just like the one you can buy if you order today.
Imagine more distance than a driver and more accuracy than an iron. Introducing the revolutionary controller driving iron from NGC Golf. Guaranteed to take 6 to 8 strokes off your score or your money back. Based on the internationally acclaimed study by the Golf Society of Great Britain, NGC Golf took the best of a driver and the best of an iron and created an entirely new patented club that hits 5 yards farther than one of the leading drivers on the tour and 3 times more accurately than a long iron. The controller is the only iron that has a scientifically designed elliptical face that automatically corrects hooks and slices caused by off-center shots. And the controller hits farther than a driver because its smaller, heavier head increases club head speed and concentrates more weight directly behind the ball. These unique features are why the controller set the world distance record from the fairway of over 330 yards. The controller also has a lower center of gravity, a rounded leading edge, peripheral weighting, and a forward hosel to guarantee you hit clean and accurate shots from tight lies, light rough, side hill lies, and fairway bunkers. Best of all, the controller driving iron conforms to USGA rules. Remember, independent tests proved the controller hit 5 yards farther than one of the most popular drivers on the tour, and 3 times more accurately than a long iron. There is no other club like this in golf. Call the number on your screen and cut 6 to 8 strokes off your score, guaranteed. Get the controller driving iron for just 3 payments of only $29.97. And if you order now, you'll receive a copy of Pocket Pro, a handy professional guide you can carry in your bag and use it when you need it most out on the course. And you'll also receive a pair of Condor Sportsman Gold sunglasses to protect your eyes, sharpen your sight, and lower your score. A combined total value of $45, yours to keep just for trying the controller driving iron. Call now and play the controller not for 30, not for 60, but for 90 days risk-free. Guaranteed to improve your distance, accuracy, and cut 6 to 8 strokes off your score or your money back. Order your patented controller driving iron from NGC Golf right now. Call this toll-free number and put the fantastic stroke-saving controller in your bag today for only 3 easy payments of just $29.97. Get the distance, get the accuracy, and start shaving strokes off your score. This special TV offer is limited, so have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen.
Played on the tour for the last 16 years. I've played all over the world. I've played 11 countries, all 50 states, and I've tried all the clubs that have ever come down the block, and I'm telling you, this is one of the easiest clubs I've ever hit. It's versatile, it's easy to get up in the air, it's easy to keep down if you need to, and it takes the place of 2 or 3 clubs if you need it to. It's a good driver, it's a good 3-wood, it's a good long iron, and it's one of those clubs that I'm putting in my bag and it's not coming out. I just love it.
I normally hit my driver between 2 and 210, 210 yards. To this, today I hit 230, 240.
You can hit this thing out of any lie. I didn't step on one, but I hit it out of divots, I hit it out of tall grass. It's just easy to hit. The ball comes off hot, it comes off high.
If you get in on a par 5 and you need to carry the water, but you need to land it softly on the green, sometimes your 3-wood it's too much club, and a 3 or 2 iron, it can't really get it up high enough and get the carry that you're looking for. And this club kind of takes care of them both.
As we learned today, if you want to hit the ball straighter and get more accuracy, you don't have to give up distance. The independent study proved that the controller was 5 yards longer than one of the leading selling drivers today. So remember, if you want accuracy, you can also get distance with the controller. Till next time, I'm Doug Reed for Better Golf. I'll see you out on the course.
The proceeding was a paid presentation for the controller sponsored by National Golf Center.